Welcome to our channel. Today we're diving into a topic that's more terrifying than discovering your Roomba has been quietly building a tiny civilization out of dust bunnies. The top 10 most dangerous states in the USA. It's about looking at the facts, the statistics, and yes, maybe a few harrowing news stories to understand where the risks are. Think of it as a public service announcement, but with less talking puppets and more existential dread. Stay tuned to find out which states made the list and why, because ignorance might be bliss, but it won't save you from a hurricane or a bear attack. Let's get started. Now you might be wondering, John, how does one even begin to quantify danger? It's not like we have a danger meter, we just point at a map. We're basing our rankings on a cocktail of hard data, and let me tell you, this cocktail is more potent than a Long Island iced tea at a college bar. We're talking crime rates, from the petty theft that leaves you without your garden gnome, to the more serious offenses. We're factoring in natural disasters because, let's face it, Mother Nature does not negotiate. And of course, we can't forget about those human-made hazards. I'm talking about things like infrastructure quality, because driving on a road shouldn't feel like navigating a Mario Kart obstacle course. So buckle up, because we're about to embark on a cross-country road trip of danger. And spoiler alert, your home state might be making an appearance. Kicking off our list at number 10 is a state that might surprise you, Tennessee. Now I know what you're thinking. Tennessee? The state with the best country music bars and vibe? How dangerous can it be? And you wouldn't be entirely wrong. But beneath that veneer of country vibes lies a darker side, a truth hidden in plain sight like a scorpion in your cowboy boot. You see, Tennessee has a surprisingly high rate of violent crime. In fact, in 2024, Tennessee had a violent crime rate of 672 per 100,000 residents, which is among the nation's highest rates. If you're visiting Tennessee, remember to stay near the country vibes area. Howdy folks, we're heading to the heart of the Midwest for number 9 on our list, and this time, we're stopping in Missouri. Now, Missouri is a place that's known for its barbecue, its rivers, and its rich history. But Missouri also has a wild side. And I'm not just talking about the Ozarks and the outdoor adventures. Missouri is home to a lot of dangerous creatures, from copperhead snakes and brown recluse spiders to ticks and feral hogs. And if you're thinking, hey, I can handle a few critters, then you've obviously never encountered a Missouri tick. And if the wildlife doesn't get you, then maybe the weather will. Missouri is known for its extreme heat, with temperatures regularly soaring above 100 degrees Fahrenheit in the summer. So, if you're planning a trip to Missouri, pack your hiking boots, your bug spray, and maybe a portable air conditioner. Welcome to the Silver State. We're heading west for number 8 on our list, and this time, we're stopping in Nevada. Nevada is known for its extreme climate, especially in Las Vegas, where dangerous heat waves are a common occurrence. Las Vegas experiences an average of 78 days per year with temperatures soaring above 100 degrees Fahrenheit. This extreme heat results in approximately 140 heat-related deaths annually. But it's not just the heat that's dangerous. Nevada has a violent crime rate of 460.3 per 100,000 residents, concentrated in urban areas. And let's not forget the venomous creatures like scorpions and black widow spiders, with about 250 reported bites and stings annually. However, the biggest danger might be the cost of living, which has risen 45% in Las Vegas since 2020. So, if you're planning a trip to Nevada, pack your sunscreen, your bug spray, and maybe a portable air conditioner. At number 7, we have the state of Arkansas, a place where natural disasters, wildlife risks, and socioeconomic challenges collide. Now, Arkansas might not be the first place that comes to mind when you think of danger, but don't let its natural beauty fool you. Arkansas has a surprisingly high rate of violent crime, particularly in Little Rock. In fact, 671.9 violent crimes per 100,000 residents occur in Arkansas every year. But crime isn't the only thing you have to worry about in Arkansas. Remember when I mentioned Mother Nature's wrath earlier? Well, Arkansas is no stranger to tornadoes and flooding. So, if you're planning on visiting Arkansas, pack your tornado helmet and maybe brush up on your flood survival skills. Buckle up, buttercups, because we're almost halfway through our list, and at number 6 we have a state that's right in the heart of Tornado Alley, Oklahoma. Now, Oklahoma is a place where the skies can turn deadly in an instant, averaging 57 tornadoes annually. But it's not just tornadoes. The state has seen a dramatic increase in earthquake activity, with over 900 magnitude 3+ earthquakes in 2015 alone, largely due to fracking activities. And let's not forget the wildlife dangers, including approximately 46 venomous snake species, with the state recording about 200 snake bites per year. The violent crime rate stands at 458.6 per 100,000 residents, and recent years have seen a 14% increase in property crimes. So, if you're planning a trip to Oklahoma, pack your tornado shelter, your earthquake kit, and maybe a snakebite kit too. Sliding into our number 5 spot is a state known for its stunning landscapes and, well, its less than stellar healthcare system, New Mexico. Now, before we dive into the danger zone, let's acknowledge the beauty of New Mexico. From the otherworldly landscapes of White Sands National Park to the ancient ruins of Chaco Canyon, New Mexico is a feast for the eyes. But behind that beauty lies a harsh reality. New Mexico has the highest rate of alcohol-related deaths in the nation. And it's not just tequila-fueled misadventures that make New Mexico dangerous, it's also home to some of the most extreme weather in the country. So if you're planning a trip to New Mexico, pack your sunscreen, your parka, and maybe a flask of something a little stronger than water. Hold on to your hats, folks, because we're getting closer to the top 3. But at number 4, we have a state that's known for its breathtaking beauty and rugged terrain, and its alarmingly high crime rate, Alaska. Now, Alaska is a state that's full of extremes. You've got the bustling city of Anchorage on one hand, and the remote, picturesque towns like Juneau on the other. But Alaska also has a dark side, and it's not just the extreme weather conditions. Alaska has the highest rate of violent crime in the United States with a staggering 837.8 incidents per 100,000 residents. And if you're lucky enough to avoid becoming a crime statistic, then there's always the risk of wildlife threats with around 30,000 brown bears and an average of 2-3 fatal bear attacks per year. The state's extreme weather conditions result in an average of 37 cold-related deaths annually. So, if you're planning a trip to Alaska, pack your warmest clothes, your bear spray, and maybe a copy of Surviving the Wild. Coming in at number 3 is the Sunshine State itself, Florida. Now, Florida is a place that needs no introduction, mostly because it's constantly introducing itself to the world through bizarre news headlines. Seriously, Florida man could have his own news channel at this point, but beyond the headlines about alligators in swimming pools and people attempting to pay for McDonald's with bags of weed, Florida has some legitimate dangers. For starters, it's a haven for hurricanes, and I'm not talking about those cute little tropical storms that just bring a bit of rain. Then there's the wildlife. We've already mentioned the alligators, but don't forget about the snakes, the spiders, and the occasional panther that roams out of the Everglades looking for a snack. Let's not forget Florida's high crime rate. So, if you're planning a trip to Florida, pack your sense of humor, your bug spray, and maybe a life vest. Hold on to your hats, folks, because our number 2 spot is a real whirlwind. We're heading down south to the Magnolia State, Mississippi. Mississippi is known for its rich history, its beautiful landscapes, and its extreme weather. The state experiences an average of 43 tornadoes annually, and faces regular hurricane threats along its Gulf Coast. Venomous snake encounters are common, with about 300 reported bites per year, primarily from cottonmouths and timber rattlesnakes. The state's violent crime rate of 587.5 per 100,000 residents is significantly above the national average. Despite having a lower overall cost of living, Mississippi's 19.8% poverty rate creates significant safety concerns related to healthcare access and housing security. So if you're planning a trip to Mississippi, be prepared for the weather, the wildlife, and the challenges that come with it. Well folks, we've reached the moment of truth, the grand finale, the reason you clicked on this video in the first place. What state has the dubious honor of being crowned the most dangerous in the USA? Drumroll please. And the winner is Louisiana. Now before you residents of Louisiana start throwing rotten tomatoes at your screens, let me explain why your state has earned this unfortunate distinction. Louisiana is a place of stark contrasts. It's a place of stunning, natural beauty from the French Quarter to the Bayou, but it's also a place where danger lurks around every corner like a pickpocket in Times Square. Louisiana has it all, a violent crime rate of 639.4 per 100,000 residents, nearly twice the national average, a plethora of natural disasters, and a healthcare system that's about as effective as a screen door on a submarine. The state averages 27 named storms and hurricanes per decade, with Hurricane Katrina alone causing $125 billion in damage. It's home to roughly 2 million alligators, with an average of 7 alligator attacks annually. Additionally, Louisiana has one of the highest poverty rates at 19.6%. So, if you're planning a trip to Louisiana, pack your bulletproof vest, your first aid kit, and maybe a copy of the Prepper's Guide to Surviving the Apocalypse, just in case. And there you have it, folks, the top 10 most dangerous states in the USA. Now I know what you're thinking. John, you've just spent the last length of video minutes scaring the living daylights out of me. I'm never leaving my house again, but that's not the point. The point is to be informed, to be aware of your surroundings, and to take precautions. Remember, knowledge is power, and a little bit of common sense goes a long way. So next time you're planning a trip, do your research, be prepared, and most importantly, don't forget to pack your sense of humor. Thanks for watching. If you found this video informative, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content. Stay safe out there.